morning, everybody. So let's just get a little bit political right now. You see the madness that's going on in politics. What I just don't understand, is why are we letting criminals, dangerous criminals, out of jail, putting them on the streets because of coronavirus, because they're scared it's going to spread within the jails. Why not just freeze them there? Why not just lock them down, separate them in sections? You know, why let out all this chaos, hungry people on the streets? Hungry. They're going to be hungry because nobody's going to be paying them. Nobody's giving them a place to stay when they get out on jail. And a lot of these people won't feel comfortable in the position that they're in. So they're going to want to get comfortable. And they're going to repeat themselves of getting comfortable. You know, right now with the politicians not coming together, with Democrats fighting with Republicans fighting Democrats, and we're not getting together. They're not getting together. It's not about politics right now. It's about people's lives out here. Coronavirus, yes, it's infectious. But right now, the people as a whole, within community, of each community, every community, I don't care what community you are, whether you're a Jewish community, whether you're a black community, whether you're an Asian community, when people are going back into the streets that are starving criminals, and you're letting them out because you don't want to take care of them inside the system, there is no excuse for that. But you know what? Right now, because we have to follow everything that the government is saying, because the control is totally out of our hands, there's no voting on anything for us on this. It's just between right now the Congress, the Senate, and the President and the governors. And it's like what I see right now with the separation of states, with quarantine and lockdown. Yes, again, I repeat, this virus is very dangerous. I'm not turning away from it. But it's not only the virus that's going to be dangerous. It's not only going to be that the sick are dying. But there's going to be other people that don't care for the sick whatsoever. And they're being let out of prison. Heartless criminals. I seen heartless criminals. I seen what they can do. I see what people are capable of. And I'm just trying to keep the world aware on playing your chess pieces. On playing your moves. Or planning ahead and understanding what's coming. And just to wake up, to prepare yourselves. Because right now, again, have a breath of fresh air. It's okay to go outside. Breathe, people. Breathe. Because for the people that are sitting at home with panic attacks and everything, it's not about anxiety, because anxiety can hurt you. You want to get sick, you want to know what corona, a lot of people are sitting at home thinking they have corona, and they're starting to have anxiety attacks. Anxiety attacks cause shortness of breath, and then when they call the doctor and the doctor tells them, we're going to send somebody to test you, they're going to come and test you, and because they claim that you have the symptoms of corona. I hear people are actually getting tested right now because they have a cough. People are calling up doctors and wasting time while real people are sick. But then there's going to be repercussions after this, because who knows, with all this political madness and demand and the fighting between each other, what about us, the people, the real ones? Do we just sit around and allow things to happen and things to get taken over out of our control without our say? History continuously repeats itself, and the blame is going to be going around on everybody and everyone. Nobody's going to be getting along unless the unity starts. I myself, when I see people talking, I mean, yeah, not everybody should agree with what I'm saying, but I'm speaking real stuff over here. You guys might think whatever about me, you guys might take some things lightly, and your concerns are about something more that's not concernable. That right now, we're already in the mood. We're already in the action. Time to plan for the next resolution. We have to be strong and together and united. Otherwise, all chaos is going to be caused by the ones panicking, which is happening right now. There shouldn't be a panic. It should be direct strength. It should be that people need to understand that right now, just as the world is and always is, and always was. It's like always mass something, mass wars, mass fighting, mass negativity. And again, the whole point of this thing is to socialize. If you really, really take the words with social distancing, is that because our behaviors, and if I point the finger, I'm pointing at three, right back at me always. Our behaviors cause this. Our behaviors is what we will never have peace with if we as a whole don't start to unite as people, because people will be lost. Things are going to happen and people are just going to be sitting there, oh, that's crazy. Or the anti-Semitic attacks might start again. But if the anti-Semitic attack starts, look, they're already starting on the Asians, the Jews. Who do you think they're coming for next? We are the people as a minority. We're considered a minority as a whole together in this country because we don't have the control or the say right now. Everything is up to the government and the action. And our action is to be friendlier to each other. You know, it's like I see people arguing, myself too, but it's just, the arguing has to stop, and the common sense, the think tank between people need to start working. I know there's so many of yous out there that are silent on this, and because you guys are the thinkers. But somebody needs to speak for people to start thinking also. And I just want to big up my best friend who I grew up with, who called me and told me this. And people understand these are wise, smart people. These are businessmen I'm speaking with, and they know what's the next step. These are wise men I'm speaking with, rabbis and doctors. They know the next step. Real people out there that understand the next step, and they're not panicking. They're just concerned for the world. They understand the next repercussions, the next step, because allowing all this craziness, and now with criminals being let out, should be your biggest worry right now, but not as a worry. Forgive me for those words. Nobody worry. Wisen up and just be prepared and understand that if we don't unite, the criminals are going to unite regardless, with their own way. People are being let out with $1 in their pocket, and they do it for a living. Wake up, people. Wake up.